Hey, this is Jax Mobile. I've got a situation here. I just thought I'd run it by everybody and see what they think. As you can see here, I got a 3.9091 transmitter battery. I got an external voltage battery of 12.15, internal voltage receiver voltage of 5.0, and as you can see, I've got an amp meter here going across my ESC ground line. I'm going to zero this out. And I have, for safety reasons, I put a throttle here so that when I hit the throttle, nothing happens. Alright, now what I'm going to do is simply just move these around like this and get our amperage to read here so you guys can see how many amps I'm using, because the ESC says it is good for, if you can see there, 3 amps at 5 volts. And that's what it is supplying me right now. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the transmitter right now. Okay, you see? 1.5, maybe 1.8 every once in a while. Other than that, nothing much. However, at my transmitter here, I'm getting some issues. Like right now, external voltage, 16. That's definitely not correct since it's a 12 volt battery. Now it's 0. Now it's at 12. So, what I did at this point is I wanted to also show what is happening to the plane when I hit a lot of servos all at once. Now, I'm not pushing the ESC. It's only at 1.5 amps, but it's a 3 amp ESC, and I'm going to show you what's happening. I believe you should be able to see the plane. It's stopping every once in a while, it just hesitates. And I'm having a problem. So then, in the interest of trying to figure out what is wrong, I changed to a different receiver. That didn't fix it. I changed to another ESC. That didn't fix it. I changed a different battery. That didn't fix it. I even changed another sensor. That didn't fix it. What did fix my problem is, you see here, Turnigy SBC. That's a second battery eliminator circuit. This also puts out 5 volts. And if I run it by itself, removing the positive wire from this one, I get the same problem. Even though it's capable of 5 amps, this one is set and capable of, right there you can see, maximum 5 amps. I'm only pulling less than 2 amps. Well, let's say it was 3 amps and I'm pushing this one to the limit. I went to another one, it's at 5 amps, and I'm not able to hang on to it. So then what I did is I plugged, sorry here, alright, I just plugged the battery eliminator circuit into here. So now they're both connected, supplying voltage at both ends of the receiver. And now I'm going to show you that not only does my alarm not come into play, but the problem goes away. No more problem. No more alarm. Everything is working. Okay, so at this point, Only thing I can assume is that maybe the second SBEC is not able to supply a true 3 to 4 amps or 5 amps, as it's rated for 5. And between the two of them, it's making my ESC, making my receiver receive enough voltage to work, and the alarm is correct, and everything works properly. But anytime you shorten some voltage on stuff, it can make things run erratically, and that's what's happening here. So at this point, you guys got to just keep an eye out for this. Maybe it's, I tried a second receiver, I was getting the same results. So individually, just check your equipment. Make sure that you're not getting any issues before you put it up in the air. I actually lost this plane, went across the street into a development, and when we went to retrieve it, it was laying in the middle of the road, and there was no damage to it. So even though it's a styrofoam plane, I was more concerned about damaging someone else's house or their patio or their car, but didn't hit anything. As you can see, the nose is perfectly fine. So anyway, I'm going to be flying this again with this double battery eliminator circuit plugged in. I know we're not supposed to do that, but at this point, I don't have another choice. I need to supply enough voltage to this. So this is Jack, Jack's Mobile. Thanks.